So, as many of you guys know, this Sunday is going to be Easter. And so, I actually just want to unpack a little truth here. So, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but the word passion, the Latin root of the word passion, means to suffer for. And it was probably 5, 6 years ago on Easter Sunday, the pastor at the church I was attending unpacked how the passion of the Christ, like Jesus had so much passion for us that he died for us. He was willing to suffer for us. In the Bible, in Hebrews 12, verse 2, it says it was the joy set before him, and that's why he died for us. So, for example, if we look at an Olympic athlete, they have so much passion about the sport that they're in that they're willing to suffer for it. And suffering doesn't always mean physical pain, but suffering can mean like discipline. They probably have to sacrifice a lot of social events that they want to attend. They have to be on regimented diets, crazy training. There's a lot that they have to give up in order to be an Olympic athlete. But they do it with joy. They're not like, oh, this sucks, I have to be in the Olympics. They're like, I want to be in the Olympics, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to be an Olympic athlete. They put in the work and the discipline. So they suffer with joy. And that's how it is for Jesus. Another example would be, picture a mom that's 9, 10 months pregnant. She's ready to give birth to that baby. And even though the labor is painful, she has joy. She's so ready for that baby to come and make its presence known. So she's suffering in the moment of labor, but the second that baby's born and in her arms, the suffering was totally worth it. God loved us so much that he realized that we were making a lot of mistakes and he wanted us to spend eternity with him. So he sent his son to come be born as a babe, live a perfect life, show us how to live, how to be humble, how to love others, serve others. And he then sacrificed his life as the ultimate sacrifice. So we no longer have to make sacrifices like in the Old Testament because he was the one and done sacrifice. It was a joy set before him that led him to the cross. He suffered, he had physical pain, betrayal, heartache, but he suffered with joy. Doesn't mean he was up on the cross smiling and laughing because he felt a lot of pain, but he suffered with joy knowing that by his death, by him being murdered, that we would get to spend eternity with him, that as his sons and daughters, we would get to be in communion with our Father again. So that's pretty amazing. So this Easter, I'd like you to think about the word passion. And I would like you to think about what you're passionate about in your life. And obviously, we want to keep God first as our first passion. So how can we continue to keep him first in our life? Well, that's all I had. Just wanted to share it. I hope you guys all have a blessed Easter.